Welcome back to the channel here, guys. Today I'm in the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder, and if you just purchased one of these, you probably want to know how to connect everything and how your infotainment system works. So today I'm going to go through the Nissan Connect system with the infotainment screen. We're going to show you how to set up your phone through Bluetooth, set your presets, get everything operated, uses the nav, and then at the very end we're going to sync our phone to Android Auto and show you how to use the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Let's get into it. So we're gonna boot this car up here and get everything started here. Now here it automatically starts up to our home menu here. So this is your home menu, and the home menu, you can have different shortcuts set up here, and it works just like the background on your phone or the wallpaper on your phone, where you can scroll to your last screen here and you can hit customize menu, and you can pick which widgets you want and which ones you want on each section of the screen here. So you can see here's my home, it shows my radio. If I want to move something over, like maybe my phone book, I can just drag it right in there, and now when I go back to my home menu, you can see my phone book is right in there now. So you can really customize this any way you want. Mainly, I don't even really use this screen. The main things you're gonna be using are the buttons down below here, and let's just go through these from left to right. So for example, here is our phone button, and you just hit phone, and now we can connect our Bluetooth for our phone. So let's start that up. I have my Android phone here, and you just need to go into your Bluetooth settings when you're on this screen, and you're just gonna go pair new device on your phone, and then it should come up as my Pathfinder. You can see there it is there, my Pathfinder, and it's going to sync up real quick here. And I'm gonna confirm the PIN. I'm also gonna allow access to my contacts. That's what you wanna do. Just for privacy purposes, I'm not going to allow my contacts to be shared on this video, but you would want to allow your contacts to be shared. It's also going to ask you to allow to your messages. I'm not going to allow my messages either, just a privacy purpose, but if this is your personal vehicle, you would want to allow your messages. So now my phone's connected. You can see it all connected there. And when I go to phone, now you can see all my phone options. So mainly you're gonna wanna either call from your phone book, call history, or you wanna use the voice commands on here. So when you hit phone book, all your names will pop up here, or you can use the voice commands. Please say your selected command. And you would just say call Mike or call Jeff. As long as they're saved in your phone, you can just instantly dial them using the voice commands. So that's kind of your phone button here. You can go back to the home menu, or you can use the hard buttons down below here like I mentioned. Here's our info. So this screen, I never really use this screen when I'm driving my car, but you guys could use this if you want. If you are subscribed to the Sirius XM, you can get things like weather reports. Obviously this one's expired, but you can get things like stocks, sports scores, fuel prices, traffic alerts. This is really irrelevant. You're probably not going to use this, and I'll show you why in a few minutes when we get to the Android Auto synchronization. But really, this info screen, you're never going to use this. You might want to look at some of your system information if you want to do a software or map update. You could do that in there. You just need to be by a Wi-Fi, connected to Wi-Fi. Maybe you can park your car close to your house, connect to your Wi-Fi, and you can update the maps that way. But really, this info button, you're probably never going to use this. The main ones, you're going to use phone, audio, and map. Now, speaking of audio, let's get to the audio. So when you're on audio here, this is going to do things like your AM, FM, your Sirius satellite, or your Bluetooth audio. So there's a few different ways to play music, and there's a few different ways to set your presets. Like I said, we're not subscribed to the Sirius satellite radio, but basically when you're subscribed, there's all different, I think there's about 300 channels, and you can just pick a channel and select it as your preset, or you can use the menu and you can search by category. Things like that are all done here in this menu. You can also save your favorite artists. Your AM, FM radio basically works the same way. So you can go to FM, And here's obviously volume knob and your tuner knob, or you can use your seek button here down below. So when you find a station you like, I'm a big believer here, Niagara Q107, classic rock station. So if I like this station, I want to save it as preset number 1. It's already saved, but let's save it as preset number 2. I just click and hold, and now it's saved as preset number 2. And you can use these arrows here, and you can have up to 12 different presets. Okay, so that's your AM, FM. It works the same for the AM. Now let's go to our Bluetooth audio. So you can play music like from your Spotify, from YouTube, whatever you're watching. You just basically go into the song on your phone, hit play, and there it's gonna come up right on the screen there. You can cycle through your songs here using the skip button, or you can use the buttons right on the steering wheel so you don't have to take your hands off the wheel. Here I can go to the menu, and you can change your different menus. If I want to play my music through SoundCloud, I can switch through my different music playing apps right on the screen. Or if I want to go back to AM, FM, I can go back to AM, FM. There's also a USB, so if you plug a thumb drive in that has a bunch of songs on it to the USB, you can play some songs through your USB. So really, that's kind of the radio there. If I go to settings, I can adjust my sound settings. And there I can change my bass, my treble, whatever I want, however I want to customize my sound settings. So that's pretty much the radio. You guys have any questions of the radio, just throw it in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer you guys. But let's go back to our home menu, and that's this button here, or you can just hit the menu button. Now, most of these are going to come equipped with the Nissan navigation, and you can do that just by clicking the map button here. And this is our navigation section of the screen here. So there's a lot of different ways you can set an address. Main thing you'll want to do is you can just click address and go to the destination. I like to do an online search. So if there's anywhere I'm going, for example, like if I want to go to the CN Tower, basically, if the place is Googleable, you just need to start typing it in, and you can see there it pops up there, CN Tower, and it's gonna map it out here for us and set it as a new destination. So very easy. If the place is Googleable, you can just hit start. You can also add a stop. Like let's say I want to stop somewhere in Grimsby. I want to stop in Grimsby. I can just go here, search, and let's just hit the Casablanca Winery. I believe that's in Grimsby. And then I can add it to route. So you can add multiple stops by adding to your route here. And there you can see my first stop and my final destination is the CN Tower. So here's our turn list, and you can see everywhere all the steps it's gonna take to get to where you want to go. If you want to know what roads you're going on or what route it's taking, you can review that in the turn list. If you hit more options here, there's different ways you can like save the route. You can see the info. There's your exact address of the CN Tower. You can call them directly. So once I hit start, as long as I'm good with everything, it's gonna start my travels here. Normally the lady would tell you the destination, the robot lady, but we had the volume down, so that's not gonna work. Here you can see the route. Now there's a few different things you can set for your route. For example, some people want to avoid toll roads. If you don't want to go on the toll road, you can hit route preference, and you can go to other routing options. And here you can hit minimize toll roads. You can hit minimize freeway. If you don't like going on the freeway, it will take you along the back roads. So there's all different customizations you can do. Make sure you have that set to the way you want it. I usually have it set on the fastest route, but if you want like the most efficient route, you can go energy shaving, shortest distance, but usually just the fastest route is the best way to go. You can also adjust your guidance settings. So here, the robot lady, if you don't want her on and off, I get this question all the time. How do I turn off the voice guidance? There it is right there. You can turn that on and off. Traffic updates, you can turn that on and off.
Sample.
Here you can save the
sample.
See how I can set the volume of the robot lady?
Sample.
You can set the volume of the robot lady. If this is a place you go often, you can hit save route, and you can save this route as like a shortcut there. And here it's been saved. You can also do a simulation. So boom, here it's gonna kind of simulate the driving. I don't really see why you would do this, but you can speed it up or you can slow it down with the snail or the rabbit there, but no point, I don't know, you're gonna sit here and watch this whole thing go on. There's no point of doing the simulation, but if you want to, there's your simulation. Now, you can zoom in and out of your map here. You can pinch to zoom, and you can see it also is showing us different map points here. Like here's your, if you're looking for the closest gas station, it pops up there right on the map. So that's really how you can use the GPS. Now let's cancel this. There's a few other things you can do with the GPS here. You can go into your destination and you can save different things. So you can save a location. So here, this is my work. I'd like to save this as my work location. You can save it in here, okay? You can also say, if I just want to go to the downtown core, I can say, take me to the city center, you know? Take me to the city center of, let's just type in St. Thomas. And now it's gonna map to the city center of St. Thomas. So there's a few different ways you can map it, but mainly you're gonna use just the online search. You can punch in the address manually if you want to punch in the address manually, or if you've gone there before, you can just go previous destinations. And look, here you can see all of our previous destinations, and you can just click one. There it is, Patricia Street, and it's gonna take you right there. So play around with it. Let me know if you guys have questions. Here you can also save things by phone number, but really the online search is basically all that you really need to select your destination and get going there. So that's the navigation. Now let's go to our menu here, and we've done the map. We want to go to our connections, and here you can see all the different phones that are connected to the car. I already showed you guys how to set up mine, but you can just add new if you want to add new phones. The cool thing about this, let's say you have two phones connected and you want one to be answering phone calls and the other one to be playing music. You can just select which you want here. So if I don't want this one to be making calls, there, I've disconnected my phone and now I can play music right on this phone. Let's get to the fun part, which is connecting to your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So I've showed you how to do everything. There's a few reasons why you might want to use Android Auto. If you like Google Maps preferred over this, it does just have a little bit more streamlined, but basically what it does is it syncs your apps from your phone onto the car here. So all you have to do is have a compatible USB device. And if you guys have had trouble connecting, I do have a how to connect video or a troubleshooting video, which I'm going to link in the description below for you guys. But it's really easy. All you have to do is plug your phone in, and look, it's prompting me on the screen here. So I'm gonna hit OK. And here it's asking, would you like to use Android Auto on this device? So I'm also gonna shut this off. This basically, if I hit don't ask anymore, it's not gonna ask this question, but I want it to ask me every single time if I want to connect to Android Auto, because sometimes I plug my phone in and I just want to charge my phone, but this time I want to connect to Android Auto. So I'm going to hit yes. When it's safe, just unlock your smartphone. So I'm just going to unlock my phone, punch in my 4-digit code, and now my phone's going to unlock, and welcome to Android Auto. So here it is here. Now I can put my phone down and I can do the same thing just like I did before, right? If I want to put something in here, like let's see, here's Westminster Trails Golf Course. I can punch that in there. And this is more of like a Google Map display versus the Nissan map. Or I can go to my Spotify and I can have a little better Spotify experience. So if you guys have trouble connecting to the Android Auto, just comment below or check out my troubleshooting video. I have a full video going over reasons why your phone is not connected to the Android Auto. If you have an iPhone, it works the same for Apple CarPlay. So all you have to do is plug your phone in and follow the steps on the screen like I just did with my Android phone. So that's pretty much a tutorial on the Nissan infotainment system here in the Nissan Pathfinder. If you guys have any questions about how to connect, if there's anything I mentioned in the video that you don't have on your car or isn't making sense, just comment below. We'll be sure to help you. And if we helped you learn about your new car today, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next video. You have a great day.